Today I'm making Italian seafood salad and I'm super excited. And as of late, this has been my For You page.
Olive oil, tons of lemon juice, fresh parsley.
So today I'm inspired and hungry. Okay, so today I'm making Italian seafood salad. And this is what I was able to purchase from my local grocery store. This is a 1 pound bag of seafood mix with octopus. This has octopus, mussel meat, calamari, and shrimp. Here I have raw bay scallops and raw jumbo shrimp. And what I'm going to do is poach these. And what am I poaching this in? These aromatics with a piece of onion, 1 Meyer lemon that I sliced, or regular lemon. Some people actually add in orange, fresh orange as well, or orange juice. You could do that. Here I have several cloves of garlic, like 4 to 5. This was like 2 teaspoons of whole peppercorns, black peppercorns, a bay leaf, 1 celery stick that I just broke into pieces, some rosemary. Here I have some thyme and fresh parsley. That's what I'm working with. Also, whatever's left of this wine is going in. Okay, so here in a semi-medium to large pot, I added water, maybe like halfway. I'm gonna add some salt. That'll do. I'm gonna pour that right in. I would say that was like a cup. I think I've seen videos where they say to do half water, half wine, but that's what I'm working with. Okay, aromatics and all these things going in. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this up to sort of like a gentle boil or like a gentle simmer because we are going to poach everything. So this is sort of like, I've seen videos where they put a colander inside the pot, but my pot's really small. So I'm just going to do that little steamer insert and poach everything on top here while the other stuff is pressed down. I am going to poach the mix of like calamari, octopus, shrimp, and mussel meat. And it's already pre-cooked, so I'm only going to poach it for like a minute. It's sort of semi-frozen, so maybe a minute and a half. But I'm going to add that right into the pot. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to poach the bay scallops. This is going to go for about a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Okay, so I just lift this out. Okay, next I'm going to poach the jumbo shrimp, and I'm going to have to do this in batches because my pot is kind of small. This is only going to take, I don't even think, a minute at this point. It's starting to curl and turn opaque. You don't want to overcook the shrimp. Okay. Okay, and for the rest, going in. So I have everything poached. Now I'm going to slice in half each shrimp. I'm going to slice it right in half. I'm going to prep some of the fresh ingredients and other ingredients that go into the salad. Here I have some pitted Italian olives. I have several cloves of garlic. I'm going to just mince this finely. Slice up finely red onion, 2 celery sticks, and some bell pepper. These are mini bell pepper. Just use what you've got. Okay, so I've drained the olives, and with the olives you can just sort of break them apart or just rip them in half just like that. So for the dressing, I'm going to be using maybe like 2 tablespoons of this champagne vinegar. Actually, white wine vinegar, I believe people have called for that, but I'm going with what I have. I'm also going to use the juice of 2 to 3 Meyer's lemons. You could use like a large lemon, 2 large lemons, that's fine. A good olive oil, this is what I've got. Salt, pepper, and oregano. So I'm just going to mix everything in this large ceramic baking dish. And I'm going in with all of my seafood here. My poached shrimp and calamari, all that good stuff. And let's just mix that up a little bit. I measured out a half cup of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, and a half cup of olive oil. That's going on. And I actually have seen people just eyeball this. And if you want to create an emulsion or like a dressing first and add it, I mean, you can, but I always see everyone just adding it as they go. Here I have the dried oregano, and I'm just sort of going to break it apart in my hand. Minced garlic going in. Champagne vinegar. Just a pinch of salt. Cracked black pepper. Okay, here I have all of the chopped onion, celery, bell pepper, and the olives. And just add that. Okay, so now we're going to mix. And I'm so excited. This looks so good. I tasted it, and I think it needs a little more champagne vinegar. So now I get why people just eyeball over the salad, like they just... So I'm going to go with maybe another tablespoon. By the way, champagne vinegar is a lot less punchier. It's milder as opposed to white wine vinegar. So maybe that's why white wine vinegar is an ingredient that goes with this. Also going to add another glug of olive oil. A little bit of salt. A little more oregano. So I think I'm going to add the juice of one more lemon, Meyer's lemon. Here I have fresh parsley and a little more salt and pepper to taste, and I think I got it. Okay, and here's another optional ingredient. I like crushed red pepper flakes. You could use it as a garnish, but I'm going to put it in the seafood salad because I like it. But I don't think that's traditional. I don't know. Comment down below if you know. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of the pepperoncini brining liquid. There we go. Some fresh parsley, Italian parsley, and give it a mix. Okay, and here's something else. With those squeezed Meyer lemons, because they're so tender and the flesh easily peels away, the pulp peels away from like the skin and the pith, I'm going to chop it up and add it as well. So here is my amazing, delicious Italian seafood salad. I can't tell you how excited I am to dig into this, but I saw videos where you sort of want to let this marinate. I would say overnight is what I saw, like 12 hours. I mean, if you make it in the morning, serve it for dinner, it'll probably work. But I'm going to cover this in cling film and just let it marinate in the fridge. My family likes crusty bread, so that's what I'm going to make. Okay. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So after purchasing all the ingredients for this, I understand why this is something seasonal or very special, because it is pricey. So this tastes amazing, and I'm probably going to make it again next year because it's that good. See you in the next video. Bye.